The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
So yes, hello everyone. I'm here. I'm on my own. No Mike this week. He is away. He's away on holiday. So I know he'll be watching this at some point. So I still need to be good. Today I have a guest presenter, an absolutely fantastic guest presenter. I'm so excited. She. It's a she. There you go. As a hint. I'd like to say it's a local celebrity, because she's been around for quite a few years now, and she's very well known in Camberley, Surrey Heath. There's a slight hint there, and you would recognise her instantaneously as well. So please be upstanding for the wonderful, the great Sarah Jane Croak. Hello.
Good morning. What a lovely start there of introduction. Thank you so much. Loved it.
That's all right. So you are the Mayor of Surrey Heath.
I am indeed.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm talking to the Mayor of Surrey Heath. You know what? 10 years ago, this had never happened. Well, I mean, the internet wouldn't have been there for it anyway. So, but it is great to be talking to you today, Sarah, as our guest presenter. So we're going to be talking about loads and loads of stuff today.
Yeah.
But most of all, we're going to be talking about you.
Lovely.
Little old you as the Mayor of Surrey Heath. So tell us, please, first of all, right, being Mayor, what does that actually entail, being Mayor of Surrey Heath?
So I am your representative for the whole of the borough. So for each and every person out there, I represent when I go out and about. So to hopefully more events as we're coming out of the other side of lockdown. So literally I will be speaking on behalf of the borough. So I'll be going out to organisations. Obviously we have volunteer week this week. So going out to organisations and giving our thanks on behalf of the borough. And as we all know, through COVID, it has just been, couldn't have done it without all these organisations and volunteers that have just stepped up above and beyond any expectations we could imagine. So for me, being who I am, this is just a massive thing for me, just to be able to do that. So yeah, so excited.
Because you haven't been on the council for that long, have you? It's just like 2-3 years you've been on the council?
So yeah, so I was elected in May 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Yeah, so in my third year as Mayor.
That must be the quickest. That must be the quickest elevation to Mayor, I think, out of everyone.
I'm not sure whether Dan was in his second year when he was Mayor. I'm not too sure. Okay. I think he might have beat me. There we go. Not that it's a competition, because it's not.
Do you by any chance have laying around there? I know it's not kept in your house and you've had to go and get it, make a special trip to go and get it. But have you got the necklace? What do they call it? Is it like a medallion sort of thing that goes around your neck?
So the mayoral chains.
Mayoral chains. Okay, yes.
Here we go.
That's it.
Let's just hope it doesn't fall out of the box when I lift it up.
That is huge. That is mad. Is it really heavy?
It is quite heavy, as you can see. I'm trying to hold it.
You better put that down and give it back to security guard. Give it back to Gerald, who's just standing.
Here's my security guard coming in now. There he is. Thank you, Kobe. I think people know Kobe more than probably me from all the Zoom meetings. He always tends to make a guest appearance in my meetings.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously now you're going out and about and you're doing things as Mayor. I had a quick look on your Facebook, your Mayor Facebook, and it is huge. You're like every day you're doing stuff. Absolutely. Does this mean now your life is to be put on hold, or do you sort of juggle being a mum, a businesswoman, Mayor?
Yeah, it's all. I think my life has constantly been a juggling act anyway. So a lot of people were like, oh, how are you going to do it? You know, And to me, it's another plate to spin. And if I'm not busy, I'm sort of, what am I doing? So I tend to be, that I need to be kept busy. So this is perfect. Another string to my bow.
Fantastic. We've got morning Jason. Jason's there as always. I dare say he'll be commenting on things a bit later on. I want to talk about this picture. Now,
I'll just laugh. I'm going to laugh, everyone out there, with my nice double chin. I'm going to say it live on air. Not my best.
There's a lot of red going on in this picture, isn't there? An awful lot of red, including your hair. Did you dye your hair specifically for that?
Yes.
For that you did. The thing is, you're known for the different color hair, aren't you? And it's like it is you, and I think that's what makes you different to all the other men. I can't imagine Dan with coloured hair. I mean, I'm sure he would do given the chance.
Probably would, yeah, because he wore amazing outfits. I have to say, Dan, when he went to different places, he really made an effort with his clothes. So I know with one of his charities, their main colour was purple. Mm-hmm. So he actually had this amazing purple suit. It was stunning. And then Christmas, he had his Christmas suit. And
he does. He does. And the thing is, do you think Dan has a separate wardrobe for all his suits, which are like all lined up?
I think so, yes.
Because I think that. Because he does. He has a suit for literally every day and every occasion. I think he's got a green suit for St. Paddy's Day as well, actually.
Yes, he has. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing surprises me with Dan, with his outfits. I love it.
I know. Right. Okay. So with being Mayor, you touched on, obviously, it's this week is National Volunteer Week. So, you touched on the volunteers, which we have in our local community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you've got 3 charities, haven't you, that you're working with as Mayor?
Yes.
So throughout the year, you've got the Crossroads in Surrey, which is for the unpaid carers. So the mums, the dads, aunts, uncles who look after their family, and they support them through this very difficult time, actually, because we still are in COVID. What's he up to? Is he having fun?
Yeah, he's playing with the mayoral chains. I'm like that. He's just, we won't say what he's just done. Right, I'm just going to lock that up.
There we go. Put the big
Bear with me. Right, off we go.
Get those back to the civic offices very, very quickly.
I'm like that. Don't touch the jeans.
And also you've got the NSPC Surrey charity, and Emerge as well. Which is it's like a young person in crisis charity who end up in hospital. And so volunteers are very, very important to absolutely everything that we do in Surrey Heath. And I know that you do a lot of volunteering yourself, don't you?
Yes. So I'm just trying to think. So I've still got, I believe, 67 volunteers with my group that have been with me from Surrey Heath Prepared, which obviously we're well aware of. And they are supporting me, and I could not have got through the lockdowns without them. For my mental health, I think we supported each other, really. We were a great team, and I know as a borough, this is another thing, as a borough, we have come together much more closely. That community camaraderie that we have all got now, I think, in each of our wards, is just incredible. But, a massive shout out to my Frimley Matters community volunteers. There we go.
Now,
thank you.
Really, you need a PA. You're so busy. You need some sort of PA, don't you? Really, to give you or an intern who can help you out this year. I think is there one person in mind who you feel is still there helping you and saying, right, Sarah, you need to do this, you need to do that. Who is that person? Come on, let's give them a shout.
So I've got again, who has been with me from the beginning of the first lockdown. So Nikki, if you're out there, her name is Nikki Lynch, and she has been my right hand woman. So she helped me do the rotas for when we were 7 days a week, more or less 24/7 with Surrey Heath Prepared. She was doing rotas, so each of us covered the week. She helps me with, we've got the Frimley Flowers going on at the moment. She's helping do a rota for the watering of that. So she's somebody who beavers away in the background, but keeps everything tight and together. So I couldn't do it without her. So incredible work, Nikki. And she's probably, look at my little boy. I just cannot tell you.
What was his name?
Kobe.
Kobe. What?
Do you know what? It's just so embarrassing. But there you go. It's the Mayor of Surrey Heath keeping it real.
With her son Kobe.
Yeah,
and
with my 5-year-old. Just please ignore him in the background. There we go.
Yeah, so it is National Volunteer Week. So please say thank you to all those volunteers out there who works. And the thing is, a volunteer can be someone who's just goes and gets you shopping.
Yeah.
Give you a drive down to the hospital or whatever. Anyone can volunteer. You don't have to, have a special permit or anything. Anyone can be a volunteer. So,
and I was just going to say, I think as well, even just saying or checking in on your neighbour. You might have somebody in your street that lives on their own, who has suffered dramatically with, this isolation. Just saying hello and spending 5 minutes out of your time will brighten somebody's day, and saying hello and a smile on your face,
We need to go back to the 1940s when we used to do that. We used to go and knock on people's doors and go, hello, how are you? And that's all it takes sometimes. Sometimes you get the letterbox open up going, I'm fine, don't worry. They don't even answer the door, but at least you've spoken to them and they know that there's someone there should they need it. So we're going to go to viewers' comments now, because we have a few comments coming in.
Oh.
I see Jason has been working away. Bless his little heart. He's got so he's outlined the Crossroads charity, one of the charities, and the NSPCC, the Surrey branch. We have Jack Hodgins, who's on there today. Good work you do, Sarah. There we go. Fantastic.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes, I know. He's and also we have Emerge. There we go. About what Emerge is all about.
Thanks, Neil.
Sorry.
Thanks for putting that.
That's all right. That's all right. These are all in the comments, and obviously they will stay in the comments anyway. So if you're interested in finding a bit more about these charities, then and also he's put a nice little bit here as well. Look, engagements website. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
Jason is on it like a car bonnet.
He is.
And this I'm a bit confused about. Neil, looking to be your PA. So Jack, do you want to be my PA? That'd be fantastic if you could, because my life at the moment is so busy. I could really do with someone helping me.
No, I think he's saying that you should be my PA, Neil. I think that's what he's getting at.
I am useless. I would be useless as a PA. I could organise your day for you, not a problem. But I would get a few things wrong. And
I do have a lovely lady at the council as well who looks after me. So her name's Gail, if she's listening. Thank you, Gail. So she helps organise my diary as well. So
yes, because if someone wants to book you, how do they get hold of? Is there like a Twitter or an internet or email or something like that?
Secret squirrel. No.
Secret squirrel. If we put it on here, say, can I please book the mayor for?
Yeah, so I believe on our Surrey Heath page on our website, the Surrey Heath Borough Council, if you go into the mayor's page, then it will tell you more about it, and then you can request the mayor for events, and then I think it's just a small form that you fill in, so they need to know whether you want me to turn up with my chains. Is it a formal event? Do I need to wear my robes? And just a bit. I need to turn up with my chains and my robe on, my son's. But, so
go with you,
my security guard will be there at all times. We should have interviewed him, I think. So you can request, and obviously if you see me out and about and you've got an event coming up, or you're a new business, or or a new organisation, do ask me, because I will happily come along and talk to everybody, say thank you, help promote. You know, that's the other thing. I want to go out and just voice to the businesses out there, because everyone is trying to get back on their feet. So it's just trying to reconnect the community with local businesses, shop local, you know, just we've all got to support each other. So I'm all for that.
I'll tell you what, the viewers are absolutely amazing today. We have Jack, who has said fish and chip day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Jason, who said fish and chip day. So let's talk about fish and chip day, shall we?
Yeah, so National Fish and Chip Day is on Friday.
It is on the 4th. Now, what is your favourite when you're standing in line, you know, for fish and chips, and you're looking down the menu? Do you go to the fish menu, or do you go for sausage? Do you go for pie, or even a cheeky little fish cake? What do you go for?
It's got to be fish all the way. Come on, I'm from up north as well, so fish and chips Friday, yeah, and hake. I always go for hake. Yeah.
Please, do you have gravy on your chips as well?
No, curry sauce sometimes.
Ooh,
chips and curry sauce.
Oh no!
But
no.
I would normally just have that on their own, not with fish. But mushy peas. Sorry, it's got to be mushy peas.
I'm with you with the mushy peas. I like a nice place and chips. The trouble is, I find places too big, too big now. As I'm getting older, I'm struggling. So I tend to go for a cod.
I'm going to have to tell those place fishing around, you know, swimming around, stop getting so big. Neil can't eat you.
Yeah, I know. Can I have a small place, please? And they sort of look at you. We don't do small place. It's sort of like it's a massive great fish, you know. So, but I also like a pie as well. A nice steak and kidney pie, a pucker pie and chips. Lovely, absolutely fantastic. So, Jack is also into. He likes his curry. Curry and chips.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And AJ as well.
Yes. Talking of curry. Talking of curry.
Nice little link there. Do you see what I did there? That was quite good, wasn't it?
We'll have to do a shout out for AJ in Tandoori Treats. Amazing curries. There we go.
That's all. We're not meant to advertise.
Sorry.
We're not going to mention Tandoori Treats whatsoever.
I took that back. There we go.
Well, we will.
Rewind.
Yeah. Right, let's go into local news. Local news. I think the main thing in Camberley at the moment is the new workshop, which is opening, which is it's Surrey. I think it's Surrey County Council and the Department of Works and Pensions have done a joint venture, and basically it's an 18 to 25 young people's hub in Camberley. Now it's the old Accessorize place, isn't it?
It is, yes. So nice big space,
and they're opening up on Monday.
Yes, and I will be opening. I will be there.
I'll be there as well.
And you'll be there as well.
Yes,
so
I've been invited. I've got an invitation and everything, I tell you.
There you go. Coming up in the world, Neil. Yeah, so it's going to be, I think, obviously Surrey Heath Borough Council are involved in that. So it's really going to be there to help support our younger generation with their work goals, where they're looking, you know, where they want to work, what their career moves are. And it's really just to give them some great advice and potentially hook up with local businesses as well. So, you know, look at bringing in, I suppose, like an apprentice, that sort of scheme again. So if there are any local businesses out there that are looking for some new blood, younger blood, that they can help really train, and I do believe that is the way to go, is if you start young, work your way up, you know the ropes from the bottom, and you can work your way up to the top. I'm all for that.
I can see it now, Mayor Cody. Or Cody. There you go, Mayor Cody. There you go. He'll know the job. Yeah.
He's in training already.
I mean, when I was a lad many years ago, I trained as a plumber, as a plumbing apprentice. I had to start on the YTS, the youth training scheme, and obviously now that's evolved into like fully blown apprenticeships. So people get paid decent money to do things. So these sort of things have been around a very, very long time. I mean, I'm 50, so back in the
Back in the
80s,
day.
back in the day, this is actually amazing because people can just walk in. It's a walk-in shop.
Yeah.
You don't need an appointment.
No.
You might have them if there's a queue. Then you might have to queue for a bit, but you could be seen straight away. And is it just a Monday to Friday thing? Do you know?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I think it may depend on the uptake. If we have a lot of people, who knows? It might be at weekends as well. We don't stop at weekends, do we? We still need to look for jobs and what have you.
I mean, the thing is, though, even with jobs, you don't stop at weekend. Back in the day, it was Monday to Friday, and it was your basics at the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, shops were shut, weren't they?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
we never had trading on a Sunday. That just didn't happen.
I know. Well, the newspaper shop was open till 12, and then you used to amber around. I can remember walking around Camberley, absolutely deserted. It was a great place to ride your skateboard and that on the old concrete things that they had there. But yeah. Okay, so local news. That's about it really for the local news for what's happening next week. I know there's probably a lot of other things going on. If you want to message us each week, we will be mentioning local news. So please message us, and we can give you a mention. Especially as things are starting to open up. Obviously, events are starting to happen and things like that. Camberley Theatre has got loads and loads of events coming up. And I know with some holidays as well, obviously there's a lot of kids things that have been going on as well. So, but I would like to talk about one of my favourite things. And I spoke to you about this yesterday, and you were like, I don't really know a lot about it. Actually, the Friends reunion. Now then, so
I wrote a bit down. I wrote some down. I just thought,
Now the Friends reunion has been a long time in the making, and it took the world by storm. Last week, where their lead up to it, and then the hour and 35 minutes of interviewing by James Corden, and also them showing and talking about what happened in the past, and then of course the big thing at the end, where if you haven't seen it yet, turn off for about 2 seconds. They're not going to make any more. So yeah. We sat down and watched it the other day. Me and my lovely wife sat down and watched it the other day. Now, I understand that, young lady, you don't watch Friends.
Yeah, I was never. It sounds awful. I'm probably going to get loads of comments now. It was never really my bag, I have to say. Obviously, I know of Friends, but I just never got into it. I think because at the time, I was either a red coat or I was working in.
Whoa! Hang on.
The leisure industry.
You were a red coat.
I was a red coat. Look, with
you
the red
kept that so quiet.
It's actually on the Surrey Heath Borough Council website now about my mayoral background.
You are. So you actually were. Where were you based? Where was your
Skeggy? Yeah. Oh my goodness, great times. Absolutely amazing times.
The whole interview's just been thrown out the water now. Here we go. We're going to talk about being a red coat for Butlins.
With red coat, so I was you're everything. So you're out daily and you're out in the evening as well. So I could be doing bingo for an hour. I could be ballroom dancing for an hour. I could be dressed up as, I'm just trying to think, it was a dinosaur at the time that was not the logo, but like their, what do you call it, mascot kind of thing. So you all took a turn wearing a big dinosaur outfit in 24-degree heat, wearing this, walking around the camp to keep the kids happy. You were on stage singing, dancing, lifeguard in the swimming pool. Yeah, just mad. There we go. That's why I am who I am, I suppose. That gave me my...
Do you think that basically that it prepared you for what you do? Talking outside the. Look at my spelling; it's all over the place. Hang on a minute. This is no good. This is no good. Let's put a capital B on that. Right.
What are you putting on there, Sarah Jane? Right.
Hang on. There you go. Sarah
Red
Jane,
coat.
red coat of Butlins.
Red coat. So look, I was always destined to wear a red coat.
You were, weren't you?
And who would have
okay.
known?
Did you come across anyone famous? Did you actually work? Because obviously a lot of entertainers, they were redcoats, weren't they? Was there anyone
Yeah.
famous there? Can you think of anyone?
I'm just trying to think. Bucks Fizz, Bucks Fizz were there. Not, I think Lenny Henry as well. I sort of know. Well, not know, but also Robson Green, but not at Skeggy. Robson Green's from school. And Anton Deck.
You went to school with Robson Green?
Robson Green. And
that knocks Ross out the window. Sorry, Jace.
And also I was in a theatre group with Anton Deck. So before they were in Baker Grove, I was in a theatre group with them, with a guy called Billy Fane.
This interview is going all over the place. It's like
just gone, hasn't it?
Sorry, it's just gone. It's just gone. Literally, I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
We can talk more about that. There you go. On another time.
Yes.
That's a show in its own right.
Famous people you've met in the past. Yeah. So we're gonna. I want to have a quick because we're gonna have a quick word from Lisa and Kel, who sent me through this little video. And they've asked me to play it, so I'm going to do that because they're going to be on the show next week. I'm not going to put you out. Don't worry, Sarah. So, we'll come back to you in a sec, okay?
No worries.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Neil. It's Lisa and Kel from Pride and Surrey. Just wanted to say Happy Pride Month, and also we are really looking forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll be with you next Wednesday, and we're really looking forward to sharing our thoughts on Pride Month and why it's a really important thing to mark in the calendar. We'll see you next week.
Looking forward to joining you and speaking to your viewers. Bye.
Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Dara. I'm the Youth Ambassador for Pride in Surrey, and I just wanted to wish you a happy Pride Month on behalf of the youth team. Just remember to be you because you are fabulous.
There we go.
Love that. That is so me. Just be you. Because no matter who you are, you is perfect. I was just there we go. Put
just
that out there.
That, girl. Just saying that.
No, it's all about, not having to be somebody you're not. Just be yourself. Be proud. There we go.
I mean, Surrey Heath and Pride, the link is becoming quite strong now, isn't it?
It is.
And I've been working with Lisa and Kel for quite a while with Pride in my many other roles I have, and I'm sure you've been working with them as well in your other roles as well. So
yeah.
But Pride is the one thing, and those two women, I tell you what, are just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. What they actually do and what they actually achieve is like. It's like that. Once they get something between their teeth, that's it. It's going to happen regardless. So yeah, a bit like you, Sarah Jane, really, isn't it?
That's it.
Once you get something, it's.
If you're going to do it, get on and do it. Don't talk about it. Just go. I fire on all cylinders like them. It's very.
I would love to. I would really. I've got so much more to talk to you about, but I can't because we run out of time. Oh. So I would like to say thank you very much, Sarah Jane. For telling us all about being a mayor. Okay, just one question. Okay, just one question about when you went into your office, because you have a mayor office now, don't you?
I do.
When you go into your office, was there anything left from like the past mayor? Was there like a little note or something telling you, good luck, or or run?
No, because I think Pat didn't really get a chance to use the office because of COVID. It wasn't really sort of needed. So I was in there last week, and it was quite interesting because there was some guys in there that next door chatting because they're looking at moving things around and utilising the space more effectively now with COVID, and I heard the guy say, do you know what? I've worked here 18 years and I've never seen the mayor's office. And then they just popped their head round and there I was sat working. They went, oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't realise the mayor was in her office. And I said, come in, please, come and see the office. And it's a lovely office and I will be utilising that. And I do want to be able to get more people in to see the office and look at, you know, there's some amazing things in there that are from past mayors and the Twin Town. And so, yeah, you know, the children used to come in and see the chambers.
I was going to say they used to go on tours, didn't they?
Yes.
Used to have clubs and scouts and guides obviously come in for tours around the office.
So I want to do more of that and reach out to our younger generation to say, you know, look, I've done it. Anybody, if you want something bad enough, you can achieve it. So I think I'm just proof I'm just a normal person. Never in a million years would have thought I'd be doing what I'm doing, and love it. So yes, if I can inspire one young person out there to become a mayor, then I would love that.
On that note, we will leave it. Thank you very much, Sarah, for that fun half an hour. And Mike will be back next week. Don't worry. I think we might ask him to dye his hair.
Yeah.
I'm loving the colour. Thank you
He will
very
have
much.
to be multicoloured to go with the logo.
It will be. Well, he has talked about that with his beard. But I don't think it's going to happen somehow. But anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much, viewer. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Bye.